Utah Live Bands, we hired them and we have been married for almost 10 months and we're still very happily married. And Utah Live Bands, it was just such a great part of our wedding. We are from the East Coast, and so we did a destination wedding in Park City, Utah. And I had typed into some search engine trying to find a band for Park City, and I came up with Utah Live Bands, and I sent an email, and Mike Tobian contacted me, I think within 24 hours, within 12 hours maybe, and he was just so great and so helpful in guiding us in making our choices. A couple of things that were really great was he knew all the vendors and all the vendors knew him. So it was very easy to work with, and everyone knew his routine, and he knew the routine and the needs and the setup of the different venues. At one point, it was a long decision-making process on the music for me, because the music was very important to both of us for the wedding. And so I was able to talk with Mike through the different options that I had come up with. At one point I wanted to get a cowboy poet, and he says, okay, I know a cowboy poet, no problem. Then we talked about classical music. He said, no problem, we can do classical music, disco, jazz, funk. And what we ended up with was, for our rehearsal dinner, we wanted the bluegrass band. And so he found a really phenomenal bluegrass band that just absolutely made the rehearsal dinner. It was outdoor barbecue, and so the bluegrass band was the perfect thing. And he came to that event to make sure that everything was set up properly. And then Mike himself played during the wedding. He did a three-piece jazz combo for that, and we chose the songs, and he went over everything with us. And then for the reception, he brought in about a 6 or 7 piece jazz that were just phenomenal. I mean, they were a huge part of making the wedding so successful and getting people involved. And I remember shortly before the wedding, he contacted me and said, well, you know, I just was able to contact this really great singer who would be available. Would you like me to bring her along? And we said, absolutely. And she was phenomenal and made it even better.
And I thought all the bands were so wonderful. I think when you plan a wedding, you hope that you don't get a wedding band.
Yes.
And they were really professional, and everybody danced, which is what you want. You want everyone to feel comfortable, and they liked the band. They liked the band so much that they danced, even people that wouldn't dance. So we were thrilled, and we traveled. Everyone traveled from far away, and they really loved it. And we even have CDs. They even went home with the music from our.
Yeah, and I would recommend that. That was another idea that he came up with, where he actually put our picture on the actual CD, and we gave those away as you know, wedding party favors, and everybody loves the CD. It's got great all classic jazz standards on it, which is what we requested. I'm sure he could do other things too.
Yeah, it's a nice memento from the wedding, because we can listen to it anytime.